Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and welcome to Friday. So we're going to do some fun flocking today. And if you are familiar with flocking, how it used to be in the olden days, of course, it was in little jars and you had to put your glue on and sprinkle it on and tap it on and then let it dry. And it was fun, but you maybe sometimes didn't get, the technique down or the look that you wanted. And I want to show you the new Deco foil, and they're not really new, they've been around for a while, but I haven't had them. The Deco foil transfer sheets, and I just want to double check. I know I'm on here early by about 5 minutes, but I wanted to double check that I wasn't having any major issues today, and to see if I was going to be able to chat with you guys, live chat, only because last time it didn't quite work out. Okay, so can you hear me too? Penny says she can hear me. I just want to make sure, or see me. Hopefully she can hear me. Okay, awesome. And do you have the ability to chat, Penny? Is chat available to you? Okay, so it's telling me that I have viewers. Oh, yay! Hey guys, so I'm just going to type something in here. I'm not going to start until 5, so we're just going to kind of shoot the breeze for a few minutes while we wait for people to join in, because I just wanted to make darn sure this wasn't going to be another fiasco like last time. But fortunately, it seems to be flipping over and doing exactly what it should be doing. Hey, Angela. Welcome. I think everything is working. Yay, Stamp Girl. Hello. Okay, cheers. I think this is going to work today. I'm super excited. Okay, we are going to have a patron sale tonight from 6 to 7. And we are having our regular public sale tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Looks like we're all good to go. We've got chat running. I can see playback. And you know what? I clicked on... Let me see where I'm at here. I clicked on... Oh, maybe I didn't. Hold on. Yeah, ultra low latency. You can choose. I don't know why you wouldn't pick ultra low latency, but... So there shouldn't be as much of a lag, but I still see a lag. I'm just not sure how long it is. About 3 or 4 seconds. That's not too bad. Hi, Linda. Oh, I'm glad you guys are finding it and then everything is going well. We've got about 3 more minutes, so this is what the foils look like, or flocks look like. I constantly am saying foils because Deco Foil has foils as well, obviously. But these are the colors that I have right now of the flock. Purple, white, well, purple punch, white, blue diamond, green envy, sunshine yellow, and think pink. And there are more colors. I hope to get more colors in, but I want to see how this goes with my viewers and subscribers. Is this something that you think that you use more of? I want more colors. I want a brown color, and I know there's a couple of like fallish colors, kind of a golden orangish brown one that I'd like to get as well. You said, oh, there she is. Okay. We have people viewing, so it's working. Not a whole lot of talkers yet. Yay! Kathy, you found us. Was it hard to find? I mean, I should still be in the same place as far as I know. Woo, we got a like. Thank you guys. I came on early. I'm waiting for people to come in. I just wanted to make sure everything was, going well, because I've switched over to using, I don't know if they're still calling a beta, but it's YouTube's new streaming thing, because we're going from the old version into a new one. Oh, Mary Beth, awesome. Oh, good, Kathy, I'm glad you got a notification. I stopped sending out notifications in an email because I just felt like people were being annoyed by that, and that's something that I just don't want to ever do. So I stopped sending them out. I guess you just have to depend on your phone. I would set my own phone if I was wanting to look at someone's video, so I just think that would be a lot easier. So we've got like maybe 1 more minute. I've got a couple of cards that I want to show, and there's some techniques that I want to do. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Can we get some more likes? We've got 3. Woo! We got 11 watchers and 3 likes. What else can I say? Hey, we have revamped qualitycrafts.com to make it super streamlined and super easy for you guys to find everything. And if you haven't already joined us on Patreon, maybe you could think about doing that in the year 2020. That would be amazing. I'm going to really start pushing Patreon and adding things to that in hopes that we can get a more vibrant group on that end of things, if you will. So if that's something that you're interested in, go check it out. I'm going to put in a new video there as well because I think the old one just doesn't explain it quite as well. All right, so it's 5 o'clock. Hello, crafters. It's me, Jen Evers from Quality Crafts, and we are doing flock transfer sheets today. So the old technique of flocking was just like the Flower Soft, and I'm going to pull this one out because it got dinged up by the light. Oh, the color's coming back. That's awesome. Okay, so this is not flocking, but this is Flower Soft, which is similar. So you have to put the glue down, and then you would sprinkle this on, and then you would pat it in, and you would let it sit, and you would let it dry, and it makes this really cool 3D effect. However, every time I tried the regular way of flocking, it never turned out like smooth flocking. Like you could always see through, or there'd be glue or white coming through the bottom. It just didn't look good. But this is the flocking that we're looking at. Let me just pull out a sheet so you're not looking at it through the plastic. So here's some of that purple. It is super soft. I got a couple of fuzzies on it. Okay, it's super soft. It's really nice. And I'm going to show you some techniques and things that you can do with this. It's really cool. Hi, Monica. So I love it. You're not going to get any holes and dings and see-through and all that kind of stuff. This is a way easier way of doing things. So let me show you a couple of the cards that I did. Most of them have to do with Valentine's Day and hearts, just because that's what I pulled out. This card has been embossed as well, but this is just a piece, and these pieces of, I wish I could get like super close, and let's see if this is going to work out today. Oh, awesome. So you can see how fuzzy they are, and I love that it gives this texture and this fuzz. Now the reason I want the brown color, and I think they're coming out with one, hopefully after a while they'll do a real brown. I know they've got like a fallish, like golden orangey brown, but I'd like to get that one because wouldn't it be cool to stamp your little guys on there and have a fuzzy little bear or something? So we're going to try that today. We're going to try to do a fuzzy something. Anyway, these hearts are punched. So it's so versatile that you can use all kinds of stuff with it. You can use die cuts. And the one that I made with this one, I'm not real fond of because I made a mistake. I let the glue on my hands touch here, and then I scraped off on accident some of the fuzz, some of the flock. So you can see there, I tried to fix it by coloring it with a marker, which was fine, but it made it darker and kind of made it stand out more. But these are also cut out. They're fuzzy. These were cut out from here, right here. And so the snowflakes are fuzzy. Imagine somebody getting your card and being like, wow, they're totally going to think that you bought this at a store. The snowflakes are fuzzy. I used one of the black, what do they call in these? Can't remember. These are the Spectrum Noir Glitz pens. What are they? Sparkle pens. So hard to see. I'm getting too old to see things too close up. But anyway, that's why this is sparkly. So I used that. But it's so pretty, isn't it? And if you want them popped up, which I didn't do with these, but I'm hopefully going to have time to show you tonight, is by putting some foam. And I also have these foam sheets for sale as well. This is an 8-pack, and this foam is quite thin, so you want to double up on it, you can. Maybe you just want, you know, a thin layer and you don't want it to be super thick, then this is also really good. I just want to show you kind of how thick it is. So it's about that thick. I like it about double that, so you can double it up as well. And I'll show you how that's used with it. It's totally, totally simple. You guys would be happy to find out that it's going to be really, really easy. If I'd stop throwing my stuff around, we could get started. All right. So you can color the white. You can spray it. Oh, thanks, Penny. You can spray it, or you can rub some ink on it. But you have to be careful, because if you rub the ink too hard, you're going to rub the flocking off. So let me continue with this. Now, this one is the one where I used an actual punch. So let me go ahead and show you that. If you have some strong punches, that'll punch right through. Okay, and then you automatically have some little felties that you can use on anything that you want. Cute, right? That's how I did this card right here. Hi, Linda. Hey, Josie. This one I also did the same way, but I stamped or punched these guys out of 3 different colors and punched it out of the circle, and then I inlaid that. So I'm going to show you how to do that one right now. So I've got some purple. Let's do pink, because I've got pink out. And let's do a yellow. So this is awesome, you guys, because last time we tried to do this live on here, it was super botched, and it didn't tell me if I was live or not, and I couldn't see your chats at all. I ended up deleting all those videos, and somehow I think Penny said that you can still see them. They came back, which is kind of odd. Alrighty, so we've got some of our hearts. We've got 3 different colors. So let's go ahead and do the background a different color. Let's pick green. So this is where if you don't have a punch, you can actually use some of your dies. I'm going to put a die on here and cut this one. And I'm going to cut it down first, so I'm not using the whole sheet through there. Alright, so this one I'm going to put right through my Gemini here. Ooh, eventually you guys will get to see my Gemini in my new setup upstairs. I'm still working on it. I do hope to have that completely up and running in 2020, but we'll see. Alright, so here is my cutout. Uh-oh, I didn't put my paper on there. Do you see all the letters that came through? You can, what do you call it? You can emboss this as well. So to get rid of those letters that I don't want, I'm going to go ahead and put this right through an embossing folder. I'm going to do these little bumps. Can't remember what this one is called. But this is one of the 3D ones. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here and give it a different texture so that we can get rid of the one that I accidentally did. So we're just going to put it in between the large thick one, and one B plate because it's super thick, and put it right through the Cuttlebug. Right, and there we've got this beautiful texture on there, and it's fuzzy. It's still flocked. So cool. So you're just going to have to run with these ideas and come up with a bunch of your own cool stuff. And if you do, join us on Quality Crafts on Facebook and show us your makes in the group. We would love to see them. So how I did this one right here, this inlay effect, was then I just put this right over my circle here and punched out some of the hearts. Okay, so now we've got those in there, and now I'm going to put either whatever you want to put on the back. I'm just going to do a circle of white. Oh, homemade gift exchange with entire church members. Oh, that sounds fun. Alright, that's my flocking, so I'm going to hang on to that. All right, I'm gonna put a little piece of white paper on here. I'm just gonna tear off a piece that's gonna work for me, because you're not gonna see this part. This part's gonna be hidden. And then I'm just gonna put some glue on here. I'm gonna make sure to go around the hearts so that stays flat there. And then I need a card base, which I forgot about. Alrighty, so we can glue this straight on. Now this one I popped up with double-sided foam tape. You can do that too if you want. So after I get that covered up, we'll finish adding the glue to the whole back and put it down on here. Okay. And then we're just going to pop in the colors that we want. So we don't want to use green. We want to use some colors that are different than what we actually have in the background. So I'm just going to put a little glue in here, pop these in. Nice, Suzette. You're finally back. That's awesome. We're glad to have you. All right, and then that last one. Isn't that cute? And then it looks like it's all put in there, all set in there together, all inlaid, and it's all fuzzy. So, so cute. And then you can put whatever sentiment and stuff that you want. Hey, Dee. No problems. That's awesome. Hey, maybe we're going into 2020 on a really good key here. Somebody help me again now not to get these. I should have put a piece of paper over the top of that. That's what you guys told me. Yes, Penny can do a lot of things at once. She's super good at it. Okay, so that covers this card, because that was just cutouts and put straight on there. And this card. And this card. So what I did with this one after I punched it out of that pink one was I just went ahead and used that hole and then put a couple of extra ones in there. The whole rest of the top of this one, this is also flocked. This is also really fuzzy. And you can see the extra hearts on there. I also embossed that. Super cool. All right. So punches, die cuts, we talked about that. And you know what? Don't get rid of any of these because this flocking can be used for all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to save all these little hearts too. Might need some quick little cards, and these would be just the ticket. Exactly what you need. Where's my little doohickey? You know what? I'm just going to pop these in with one of the colors so that I have them. Thanks, Kathy. All right, so another thing about how to get this on there. Now, it's got paper on the back, so you can just straight up glue them like I did. All right, but if you want to be able to glue like a larger piece, you can use a double-sided tape, which I have here. And that way, once you do your die cutting and stuff, you won't have to worry about getting little pieces of tape on there or little drips of glue or whatever. You can make them into your own stickers. And I think that might be something that they're moving in the direction of, possibly. So if you put it right on there, Okay, and then cut it off, trim it around the edge. I'm going to trim off this extra that I have on this side too, that's all sticky. And if you're like me, if you're not super, if you didn't get it super aligned, I still have glue on there. Hold on one second. There we go. You could go ahead and use your little sock that we've done. We did these in the past. Or your buddy or whatever you have, your embossing buddy. And then just go around the edges to get that on the rest of the sticky so that it's not sticky anymore. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off right here because that is a piece that didn't get covered. And again, save this. You might want to do just one word of a cutout or something. So now this has the double-sided adhesive on it, so now this is sticky backed, and you can use this for all kinds of stuff. If you don't have the big, thick layered one like this one, you could also use, I'm trying to think where mine is, your Xyron sticker makers. I think it's in my cupboard. All right. Stick it through your Xyron sticker maker, same thing. It's going to put sticky on the back, and then you can cut them out. So let's see, how does that turn out if we try to cut it through the sticky with our punch? One, two, three. And we've got 3 of them, and they are sticky back. You'll be able to tell because it won't all be white. This stuff has like print on the back, so if you see the print, then you know those are your sticky ones. And then you can put those on a card. I think I'm going to hang on to mine because I'm not sure where I want to put that yet. All right, another really cool way of using this stuff, which I'm going to tell you about it because I forgot to do it last night and save it for you. You have to let it dry, but if you have transfer gel from when we did the foil videos, I hope you kept your transfer gel. This stuff you can do it through, you can put it, I'm trying to get my mind wrapped around this. You can use the spatula and do what I did. And I made a boo-boo, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Okay? Do you see this? This is all flocked. And it's really cool. So what I did, and I'm going to show you part of it, okay? Was the first thing I did was, the bottom part is purple, okay? And then I put the gel through. I think I'm still going to do one like this for you guys, even though we'll have to wait for it to dry. This stuff is so fun. I've just started using it, so like my mind is like, oh, I want to show them all this stuff. So let's go ahead and just do a small piece. So let's say I want to put some pink on yellow. So I'm going to cut off a piece of yellow. I'm going to put a little bit of this transfer gel through. So this is what I did for this big piece, right? This is also flocking. We're using 2 flockings here, all right? So this is yellow flocking, and this is where I'm going to put my gel. I'm just going to do a little bit of it because I'm going to have to run to the sink, and I didn't really want to have to do that with you guys, but what I'm doing is I'm adding the gel to the yellow so that I can add pink on top of it. Okay. And I'll bring it up because you probably can't see it from quite that far away. Do you see all the gel I got on there? We have to wait for that to dry, and then you can put another color of flocking on top of that flocking. And I'm going to do pink. But for now, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go clean this off. this this pattern, as well as a whole bunch of other patterns of these, can be found on Quality Crafts under stencils. We've got a whole bunch of them. So if you're looking for that, we have them. The transfer gel, I don't think we have in right now, do we, Penny? I don't think we do. But we can do a pre-order on transfer gel if that's something that you want to try out. Again, remember, it's not just for this, but if you get transfer gel, you can use that for other things like foiling too. So it's really fun to have around. Okay. This also comes in, while we're waiting for that to dry, and we're going to kind of create that. I didn't wait long enough for this to dry, which is why it has this funky look. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to show them because I'm going to use this card anyway because the base is really awesome. It looks mixed media. It looks like I may have done that on purpose to get that fun little, like, all mixed in flow. Plus it has a pattern to it. It's really cool, but I didn't wait for it to dry long enough. I was super excited and I just wanted to see how it turned out. So as I pulled it off, some of the white stayed and some of it lifted up. And that's what happened. That's how I got this really cool background. So if you're trying to get something, you know, like, I'm trying to think like Tim Holtzy, like grungy, you want it to look like that, then don't wait for it to fully dry and just rip it off and you'll get this really cool texture and stuff. But we're going to sit and set this aside and see that go. And then I'm going to show you how you can pop that up. So let's say we want to do a sentiment in here. Alright, so we're going to cut off a piece to do our sentiment. But I really want this to be popped up, right? So I'm going to take that foam. You can do whatever color you want. So I'm actually doing green on blue, but that's okay. Oops. Do you see how that came off on the sticky? Alright, I'll just do it to the back. I'm not real good at using this tape yet. I am practicing. Okay. So let's go ahead and chop some of this off so I don't have this all sticking. Now I have a sticky back one so that I can get this stuck onto my foam background. To lift it up. So now it's not only flacked, but it's going to give you a little lift on your card as well. So it'll stick out more. And I'm going to try to run this one through with a sentiment for you guys. And you want to do this beforehand, before you cut it. I don't know about the other ones, but I know the Gemini can definitely cut through this. Probably can cut through another layer as well. But I'm going to try this one first. And I have my little love, which I did on this one. My snow one I used separate letters, so you can use whatever kind you have. And I have to make sure that I put this straight down on this side, because if I flip it up and do it this way, it's going to turn out backwards. So you want it to go the right way on the fuzzy side. Okay? So hopefully I won't get a bunch of letters cut into this one, because I'll be putting it down. And I'm going to send it through my Gemini. I'm also working on hoping to get my Gemini on, I think I told you guys this before, on rollers and stuff, so I can roll them into video view. That would be awesome! Alright, let's see if I did this the right way. I need my, what do you call it? There it is. My little plastic pokey tool isn't the best, but let's see if we can just get this to work out for now. Okay. Get one loose so we can pull it out of there. Get rid of the center ones. I probably could have even removed a shim. That might have worked too. Because this thing is so strong. Alright. I could have even put the sticky tape on the other side of that as well so that it turned into an actual sticker. But now we have one that's popped up. It's fuzzy on this side and it's foamed, so it's thicker. Okay. Another way to make it thicker as well, which I did on this one, if I turn it to the side view here, I did that really thick cardstock I talked to you guys about in my last couple of videos. Cut it out 2 or 3 times with that heavy thick cardstock, like either the hi guys, hi Debbie, either, let's see, the opaque digital, that's the one I'm probably going to be going with. It's super thick, 110-pound cardstock. If you want to go back to that video, I explain like why, if you have 3 different kinds of cardstock and they're all 110, some are thicker and some are thinner. Or if you want to talk directly to Kathy Godwin, she has that all figured out and she has an excellent way of explaining it. So maybe she wants to drop it in here. I don't know. I don't want to put you on the spot, Kathy, but if you want to tell them about that paper. Anyhow, I used that to cut it out a couple of different times and then stack them on top of each other with the fuzzy one on top, the flocking on top, and that's how I got this to stand up like that. Alright, so I'm going to save that because I might use that on another card as well. And then this was another thing that popped up when we were looking at the other. Pop that card out of here. Do you see this really pretty, like, almost butterfly print? That was where I flocked a butterfly off of this paper. That's super cool. Okay, so I'm going to show you a technique on how you can get that like look off of there. Basically, the easiest way to do that is to use sticky tape. So let me pull out this other card base here. Okay, and you want double-sided. Pull out my double-sided here. So however you want your design to be, you just put your tape on where you want it. And if you want to measure these and stuff, you go right ahead, but I just want to show you real quickly how you can do this. This is just like foiling, where if you want to use the other sides, the double-sided sticky to do your foiling on, you can do the same thing with this stuff, this flocking. You can make these any color you want, but I think what I'm going to do is do blue. I think I'll do blue first. Okay. I'm going to put it across here and rub. You definitely want to rub this pretty hard, so I would go ahead and use a bone folder or something that's going to give a little push. And then you peel it off. Oh, I missed. I didn't get that all the way to the end. But do you see that? Now, this is what I'm talking about. It's fuzzy. It's completely filled in. Look at that. no extra marks, no missing holes that I used to get my other stuff. Let's go ahead and do this side. You could write your name. Oh, one thing I would really recommend you getting is Eileen's Tack It Over and Over glue. Where did that thing fly off to? Oh, here it is. Because that you can leave on, let it dry, and then you can do this over the top of it. So you could put your Eileen's Tack It Over and Over into a little fine tip bottle. You could draw or write with it, let it dry, and then you could flock that. So you could essentially, with that, flock anything at all that you wanted to do. Put it through whatever. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this next one. And then we'll do one across it the other way and make like a, what do you call it? Like a plaid? Not quite a plaid. Well, that's kind of what we're going for, but should have used maybe a different color on the back. Oh, but if we wanted to fill this in, we totally could do that. We could just add another little piece of tape here. I gotta cut it. That'll be a lot better than tearing it on this one. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this straight off. So it's not a torn edge, but it's a regular flat edge. Put it right on there. Get my tape to stick. Cut off the edge or you'll have fuzz going there too. And then use my little extra piece here. And there we go. I overlapped it a little bit, but you can see where you can make your mistakes or pick up where you left off and get more flocking and fill in your holes. If you're using Eileen's Tack It Over and Over glue, you can fill in the little tiny holes. If you've got it in a precision bottle, let that dry and then flock over it too. All right, this is so fun. Let's go ahead and do another color across the way. I think we'll do pink next. I'm gonna go ahead and use my scissors to cut this time. I believe you can get these in really teeny tiny sizes as well, these tapes. I'll have to look into that. If you guys want to get some different sizes, that'd be fun. This is not any special kind of paper. You can put this stuff on any paper you want. Right now I'm using 110 pound Exact Index by Nina. You can use any kind of paper you want. You can even put it on the outside of an envelope if you want. I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that these stuck down well. And then we're going to go ahead and peel these off, and we're going to do pink across the blues. Hey, Debbie, great question. Yeah, nope, you can use any kind of paper you have. The colored paper that you're seeing me use is the flocking. Yep, the blue is the flocking. And now I'm going to do pink, and the pink is the flocking. So the white background paper here is just 110 pound cardstock. This blue is flocking we put down. And now we've put the tape on. Double-sided adhesive like I sell in the store. Nothing special. Peel those off, and now we're going to put pink flocking on those. I think I'm just going to use this whole darn thing and do them all at once. be able to see it in the light. Let's see. You can see where those ridges are showing through now. So I should have gotten them all. Let's go ahead and peel and see what we got. I like doing them all individually better because I don't feel like I've got as much flock on there. See that? Let's go ahead and do another piece of flocking over the top of that and see if we can add more flocking to that one. There we go. So look at that. You can get some more flocking off of there by getting in there and really pushing on that. Awesome. We still have some more flocking on there. So I'm going to try it again here. Yeah, I like my mistake piece too. I'm glad you guys like that. It turned out really cool. You know, that's why they always say they're happy mistakes. Or happy accidents. Because, seriously. Oh, that looks so much better. Look at the darkness that I got by rubbing those again. That's so cool. And you know what? Look, check this out. Don't those look like... Oh, it's hard to see on the camera. But don't they look like bamboo? Ooh, it doesn't pick up as much here. Looks like bamboo to me. Anyhow, I did the same thing here, but I believe I did a sticker of this one. I cut this out as a sticker and flocked it. I didn't write down what I did with that one, but let me see. Do I have... Let's do one of these guys. With a piece of sticky. So, let's see how I did that. Piece of sticky on here. Should just be on a piece of white paper. That should work. So we're going to make our own sticker out of this, and then we're going to put it on the flocking. Okay. So only this time I have to make sure that I get that to stay on the right side, so I don't miss it. I'm going to use a little piece of washi to hold that on there, just in case. So this is just a piece of cardstock with that sticky tape attached to it, okay? And I always do mine cut side up, so hopefully that'll turn out all right. I can't tell if that slid around. Might not have been enough tape, but we're gonna give it a shot. Okay, take off my washi. I'm going to tap this over the garbage can. Got one piece to come out here. That's the center piece, and that could also be flocked now. Let's get my little pointer, my little poker out here again. Where's my pokey tool? Okay. Without the sticky stuff, these things come out a lot easier. You just bang it on your garbage can and they all fall out. But I have sticky back on this, so that makes a big difference. Hey Sherry, so I probably shouldn't have done something quite as intricate, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because it's gonna look really cool in the background like that butterfly did. So I'm very carefully trying to take this off the die, and then we have to get the sticky back off there too as well. If you're gonna use intricate ones like this to just put all over your card, go ahead and just sticky the whole piece of flocking and do it the other way. But I'm trying to get this like background, that ghosting effect, so you can use that background piece, okay? It's different. I need my, there we go. Here we go. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. If you just want a whole bunch of flocked ones like this, sticky back the whole flocking, take your sheet of flock, put your sticky on the back, and then run your die cuts all together through, and then stick them down like stickers. That's way, way easier, okay? What I'm talking about is being able to get this ghosting effect. So we're going to see if we can get this off of here without wrecking it. I've not done this one, but I thought, hey, let's try it. Why not? It's going to be kind of hairy. Hopefully I don't wreck it. Yeah, bad idea. I should have looked for the butterfly. But let's just use the piece that we have here. So that'll work pretty good. That's probably good. Yeah, bad idea. Make sure you use something less intricate. But let's go ahead and put down that half of a thing we have. The sticky back's on there, so we're going to rub it in there. Like I said, go ahead and do this as a die cut, not the way I did it. The butterfly was a lot heftier of a piece. You want to make sure that you get all the little edges too, because otherwise it won't look as cool. Alright. Now you see why I like this so well. This looks so cool. Alright, do you see that? Look how cool that turned out. So that could be another edge of your card. Just like I could use this ghosted butterfly. It's still fuzzy on the inside with the stuff that's left over too. Yeah, super fun. No, I mean, gosh, if I couldn't have gotten that other piece off, that would have looked really cool. Let's do this one. This one's a lot simpler than the one that went around it. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Oh no, Sherry, you gotta have surgery right before Christmas. That's so sad. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do this one. Actually, do you want to do this one on a different color? Where's the pink? Yeah, we already kind of mucked up that, so let's do the pink here. Okay. I like this the best. I just think it looks so cool. Okay. This one's delicate too, but it sure worked. Do you see that? Check that out. Get that a little... Uh-oh, did I tear it? Oh, I did. Whoops. I must have snagged that with my nail. Do you see what I mean? Like, you can't rub on it too hard because then the stuff comes off. It will come off. Whoopsie-doo. That was my mistake. You gotta be a little gentle. This one turned out better. I like this one. I really like this one too. Anyway, I'm just getting started using this stuff, and I could not wait to share it with you. Here's our piece that we put that transfer gel on. Okay, so you can see that some of it is still a little bit wet because you can see the white spots. Was that a little piece where I tore it too? I might have torn that. But it's mostly dry, so we'll probably get something that looks a little bit like this, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. We're going to take some of this pink that we've already used, and we're going to give this a good rubbing down and see if we can get, this is yellow flocking, this is pink, and we're going to put it on the top and see if we can get that to stick to that transfer gel that we put on there through the stencil. So this will be the end before I sign off and get ready for the patron only sale. So this will be the big finale. I hope you guys want to play around with this stuff just like me. That's so cool. You just don't know what you're going to get. I want to make sure that I'm pushing down really well. Let's see what we got. Oh no! Nothing transferred. My other one did. Lots of it. Maybe I shouldn't have let it dry all the way. Bummer. You know what? Let's put it through the Gemini and see what happens. I'm going to put it through with, let's see. I'm going to put it through in here, and I'm also going to put some foam on it to create a little give and see if we can get some of it to stick on there. But this was the only one that I did, that purple one, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Too much. Let's try a piece of paper. The foam was just too much. Let's try it again. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's see if this did any magic. Oh, look at that. It did. Definitely going to want to put it through a smooshing machine to get that off of there. I guess as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't want to use that for something totally special, because I don't know that you're going to get any kind of perfection out of that technique. Maybe just for the grunge look. I really like this piece, but that would work too. Well, this was super fun playing around with this stuff. I have like more and more ideas now, so we might have to do another one of these down the road as I get better at it. So let's kind of do a little bit of a recap. Definitely really, really easy to punch, to put on sticky back and punch, to run through embossing folders and get that fuzzy, what do you call it? That fuzzy background that you want. That's really cool. You can use it straight out of the bag. You don't have to have anything to use. You can just cut it and glue it down. You can use punches. This one I ran through the embossing folder as well. You can use double-sided tape and make any kind of creations that you want. This one we did on white cardstock with double-sided tape. And then you can do some ghosting techniques. Where did my little butterfly go? This one's my favorite. We also did this one, which was a lot harder because it was super delicate, so we know we got to stick with ones that are a little bit bigger, like this one. Be gentle because I tore mine with my fingernail. Whoopsies. I still really like that butterfly. Maybe at some point we'll have to do one like that. This one was sticky back on a big sheet of blue flock, and then I just ran it through with all my die cuts right on it, and it die cut them all for me. And you know what? You know how I got these on without the mess that we had when we tried to do this one? I took these then and I put them upside down in my garbage can, and I used my favorite adhesive spray, the Beacon adhesive spray, and that's how I got those down. I did not sticky back that. I take that back. All I did was run this through the Gemini with all of these dies on the top. These guys right here. And put all my dies on there. And then I ran that through the Gemini. That's how I got those. And then I put them upside down and I sprayed them on the back with this adhesive, and that's how I got the flocked snowflakes on there. So there you go. Alrighty. That makes a lot more sense, right? You don't want to have to go through each one, but if you just spray the back and slap it on, it's so much easier. So right now we have all of these colors of the flocking, and then we'll get some transfer gel if that's something that you guys are interested in. But I hope that you guys try some of this. I'm going to save this because there's a lot of sticky back left. And let's go through. So we did do some embossing, some inlays. There's some more inlays. I did a die cut of the Love die cut. And then I'm pretty sure I glued that one too. I spray glued it. This one, I took all of the, because I cut this out and used that for something else. So I went ahead and just put a banner across and glued them on, and those are all flocked. This one I took the piece out that I used for something else, and then I just put the flocking right over the top, and then I added some flocking hearts in the middle. And then this was the one that we did together using the double-sided tape. So you can use sticky tape, you can use double-sided tape, all kinds of different widths, whatever you have. You can use Aleene's Tack It Over and Over glue. I don't have mine because it dried up. If I would have had time before I decided to do this video to get some, I could have got some more. But if you're looking for that, I can get Tack It Over and Over as well. I only right now, I think, in the store have regular Aleen, so I'll have to let you know about that. And now I need to get ready for the patron-only sale. So if you're interested in getting some goodies, last-minute Christmas gifts or whatnot, you might want to join us tomorrow on the regular public sale that's going to be on this channel right here from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow on Saturday. Go ahead and join us. Invite all your friends. The more the merrier. If you are a patron and you're coming to the patron-only sale tonight, don't come here to this channel. Go to our private group. I'm going to be in the private group, okay? So let's see. Today's Friday. We'll do the sale. And then we've got one more week before Christmas. So one more week, guys. If you do order from the sale, you'll get them next week in time to wrap them up and send them off. So this will be probably your last chance shopping, all right? Have an awesome weekend, and I can't wait to see you guys next video.